All right, so look, game 3 was all about the Timberwolves. They played great defense, got out to a great start. Anthony Edwards was hitting his three-point shots. Naz Reid was hitting his three-point shots. The role players truly played better at home than they did it in Oklahoma City. The score was 143 to 101. SGA only got to the free throw line 4 times. And literally, like, the intensity was there. They showed up ready to play. They were not going to go down 3-0. And whatever I said about the Thunder not having, the Wolves not having a shot of being in Oklahoma City, clearly that just got thrown out the window. Do I expect another 40-point blowout again in Game 4? No. But what I do expect is that the role players, like Naz Reid, Dicenzo, and this kid, Terrence Shannon Junior, was the ultimate spark plug for this team. Like, he gave you 15 points off the bench, hit timely threes, kept the momentum, and kept the lead. Even when the Thunder was trying to make a little comeback, the Wolves stifled it. Julius Randall, even though he got benched in the fourth quarter in Game 2, he came back, didn't lose his confidence at all, and had 24 points. McDaniels, solid defense, even though he only had 10 points. I can live with that if you're locking up Shay. If Shay is not getting off, you can have 5 points. The goal is to limit their best player. And McDaniels did a good job of that. Mike Conley set the table up, only had 6 points, but he didn't really need to do too much. The game was already out of hand by the second quarter. What can we see in Game 4? The Thunder are going to play better. The Thunder are going to be more engaged. Because, again, when you're up 2-0, it's normal for you to relax and, let your foot off the gas and not truly just be ready to play. Now that's 2-1, even though, the Wolves can win Game 4, they still know, okay, well, we got another, if it gets to Game 7, it's going to be an OKC. But they should not think like that. They should be trying to steal one, and they should be trying to steal one. And Game 4 would be a good opportunity to do it. But it's going to be tough. Because what you saw in Game 3, do you expect that in Game 4? No, but I do expect the Wolves to be fully engaged. I expect their role players to continue to hit shots. And I do expect Ant-Man and Julius Randall to play to the best of their ability. OKC, SGA is going to have to play better. Jalen Williams is going to have to play better. You can't just be getting ripped so easily. Lou Dort, you can't just be getting bullied by Ant-Man like that. You gotta play stronger with the ball. So it's going to be a good, interesting Game 4. The Thunder are going to come out with much better energy, and they're going to be ready to play. The Wolves are just going to have to respond because you already know the Thunder are going to give them their best punch, probably in the first quarter. So how do you weather that storm? Number one. And 2, you already know the Thunder are going to try to lock down on defense. The Thunder their best attribute is not their scoring; it's their defense. Harkenstein, Chet, SGA, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Isaiah Joe. They're going to be ready to play in Game 4. There's going to be a little bit of a sense of urgency. It's not really a sense of urgency in Game 3 when you know you're still up 2-0. You know what I'm saying? You already know you still know at the back of their minds, well, they got to win both of these games. So we can drop one, but Game 4, they're going to bring it. So at the end of the day, the Wolves had a good win. They had to respond. They were playing desperate. They needed to survive. They could not afford to go down 3-0. And they knew it. So they played. It's kind of like what happened with Boston and New York and the semifinals. Boston was down 2-0. You already knew they couldn't afford to go down 3-0. So you play your best, you hit your best shot, and you're the more desperate team. The Wolves are the more desperate team in Game 3. Maybe we got to see what happens in Game 4 because I believe it's going to be a lot closer. It's not going to be a blowout again. But we'll see what happens in Game 4. But for right now, Minnesota Timberwolves, they did what they had to do. They handled business. Now they got to continue to handle business because, again, all the Thunder did was just keep home court. That's all they did. So now it's time for the Wolves to do the same thing. You can't let OKC steal one. If this series gets to 2-2, now it's anybody's ball game. But if it's 3-1, if the Thunder get Game 4, series is over. And the Wolves know it. So we'll see what happens in game 4. But it was a good, solid blowout in game 3.